Here I am on this mat again, with not so much hair. Yeah. Here we go. Already in my mind, I've leveled up by being able to cut my own hair now. But nice. Yeah. So, I will speak lightly. Oh, actually, hold on. That will help. I'm going to speak lightly or quietly because last time I made on the road to making mega bucks, day 26, I think, the calisthenics talk. My dad came in asking who I was talking to. Not worth it. I'm not trying to go through that again. So yeah, this is it. This is what we've got. Okay, so working through financial scar tissue. That's been a breath of relief in itself. Me just saying that and me making this video is helping already. Maybe it's something I've been needing to do without even realizing it. Credit to Shannon. It's a TED talk. I got this idea from a TED talk that she made. It was very recently, that's come out either yesterday or the day before yesterday. Major shout out not only to the TED talks but to Shannon herself. I'll probably make put a link down in the description. Oh, it was. I thought, okay, I even put a comment saying that I'm gonna work through this, so that's what this is. Oh, that pillow feels very comfortable, you know. Yeah. Let's get into it. What do I define as financial scar tissue? Right now, as I'm thinking about it off the top of my head, what do I define it as? I define it as maybe related to do with lack of awareness. Right now, I'm developing my ideas right here, right now. Right here, right now, I'm developing them. Lack of awareness, poor financial decisions. That, for example, not only that you've made in the past, but that your parents made as you were growing up. For example, like growing in poverty and that. An example that Shannon gave was one of her clients, the parents of one of her clients, was going through the Great Recession, not the Great Depression, but the Great Recession. And I think that she was saying the parents were always preparing for the next crash or the next unwanted thing to happen. My head's not itching, but I was just about to scratch the back of my head there. Maybe that's a sign that when it comes to financially, we're going through a lot of stress. I wouldn't say I have. I mean, every few days I've been updating my bank balance. I'm up to date with that. I haven't written down today's bank balance, but I'm basically up to date. I keep up to date with it at least once every few days. That's what I've been doing. But as long as I've been born, my parents haven't really had extreme financial riches. There's some things in my head that are going through my head, and I'm thinking, what do I say this? I'm thinking, right now, No, I'll keep it very, very vague. No one's financial decision deserves to get put out there. None. No. I'll speak about mine and mine alone. But I'm going to contradict myself here. It's about to speak very vaguely. For as long as I've been alive, we haven't been in a financial position which we've been very extremely financially rich. 7 to 8 figures plus. Not really even 6. Not even 6. And before even making this video, I've been thinking, let's keep it real. Like, according to some of Love Dorsey's standards, I don't even have the basics all the way down, but I'm on the way. I'm on the way there, but I don't even have the basics completely down packed. For example, let's keep it real. I'm living with my mum and dad. My sisters have moved out. I don't have any brothers. And I'm just here. I'm not paying rent. It's about finances. It's like, how much do I say? But let's keep it real. I'm not paying rent. And when it comes to like things I'm paying for, that's coming from the student loans that I had left from back when I was living in uni. More specifically, the maintenance loan, what you live off, not the tuition loan, which is money paid to the school once every semester, every few months on specific dates. It reminded me of Freshers Week. Oh, enroll now. There you go. Tuition fee, done. Tuition fee, university getting thousands into their pocket from so many students. And just so many students just incurring debt on debt. And although the debt hasn't run out, but my maintenance loan / debt, it hasn't run out, I am going to have to pay that back one day. I'm not going to leave it. It's 30 years. If you just wait, if you just wait 30 years, then it will be written off. No. I'm not gonna just wait for it to go, and it's gone when I'm younger than 50. No. So basically, I would have been living my entire life with debt. What is that? By 26, my debt could be completely paid off. If I just put the work in, if I just carry on putting the work in that I'm doing now. By 20, look at my hands. It's like I'm starting to make plans now. If I just carry on going this way I'm going, by 26, scrap that. Genuinely, by 24, because it's 1 year of 1 year of maintenance, living in accommodation, for example, expenses and tuition loans. That's all I have to pay off. And then when I've done that, on the premise I haven't incurred any extra debts, I am debt free. I'm debt free. I've got nothing. I've got no debt on me. And I think that'd be a very freeing reality. That's a serious video idea, I'm now debt free. Yeah. That's a nice video right there. Right now I'm feeling relief. Literally, like in between my pecs here, I'm feeling relief. Like a physical feeling of relief. Talking about this. This video may not even need to be any longer than half an hour, because it's over 10 minutes now. I think I genuinely may have worked through everything and then make a plan. I can make a plan later. If anything, I'll let it go for longer if anything, but this is going to be a one take video unless I really feel the need to edit things out. For example, like extremely loud background noise. In my head I was thinking, oh yeah, it's going to happen. But no, it hasn't happened. It's okay. And if it does, edit it out and do what I need to do. But yeah, this is oh, hold on a sec. Yep, solid. I remember my dad saying, oh, you don't have any money. I have some of the maintenance loan left. I'm not, by the way, just to clear things up, I'm not telling myself that I don't have any money. I'm not telling myself that. Money has to be coming in. Right now, there's no money coming in. But we're on the way to making money come in. We're just on the way to it. You have to build from somewhere. You have to start from somewhere. And the way how I plan to start is the PT. I go to the gym so often. I genuinely may be able to get some chops here and there. I genuinely might. I'd rather be there as a PT, and I'd like Isaac to take me under his wing, but that genuinely, like doing handyman stuff here and there, that could be like the stepping stone to get into being around more PT opportunities. I was speaking to this one guy. Let's call him Alex. Let's call him Alex. Alex was telling me, middle-aged white man, telling me, you seem pretty switched on. I think he was liking what I was hearing when I was speaking to him, because we were able to have a very deep, manly conversation. It wasn't this shallow sort of talk like that you'd have with a chick. Where it's like, oh, how are you doing? Yeah, how are you? Yeah, I'm good. You? No. I didn't know of that guy's existence. Yeah, I didn't know of that guy's existence, but it was like we just clicked, basically. And he was saying that if he sees me again, he will give me a book based on personal training, because I told him I want to be a personal trainer. I'm not hoping, if I'm being very honest with you, I'm not hoping to get that. Any knowledge that I want out there is on the internet free, and if I want to buy books, I'll go buy books my damn self. I'm not hoping that he gives me it. I'm not dependent. I'm not making myself mentally dependent that I get that stuff. Just to clear things up, I'm not depending that maybe one day I'll see him again and he gives me that book. The gym I'm at are charging some ridiculous prices, you know. Not the membership, I'm talking about the food. 3-course Sunday roast for $19.99. You mad? Back in the day, that's 2 weeks worth of shopping. I'm scratching. I don't know why I was just scratching my head there. Maybe it'll help if... There you go. Hands away from head. Okay, I'll purposefully keep my hands away from my head now. They're on my stomach. So let's keep it going. Yeah, I'm not dependent on that guy to give me that book that he's talking about in that. No. I've got links on the internet to be able to learn about like basic GCSE and anatomy and that. So that's my starting point. Make sure that I'm consistently learning that, and I can trust myself that I'm going to consistently learn. And not only that, but I'm learning things related to what the course specifications saying. Oh, you got to learn this and that. Okay, I'm learning about this and that already before I've actually bought it. So that means I can trust in myself to consistently learn. Number one, and number two, I have a head start. Come on. The way how I'd have a head start is I'd be learning so consistently every day that I've already got a foundational knowledge of everything they've said that the course will be about to get those personal training qualifications. I'd have to go from level 2 to level 3, and then just to go even further, get the level 4 as well. Get the level 4 in a few years. Get it in a much shorter time frame than most would. Shorter time frame, excluding this point before actually buying the course. It's 1.3 grand to get the level 2 and level 3, and I can afford it, but I've decided that I'm going to look for, which I have already done, look for government grants, and by the 1st of August, if I haven't found a government grant that can pay for me and pay for the course for me, then I'll purchase it using a large chunk of the debt. I'm not going to say how much in terms of like a percentage. That's way too personal. But yeah, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Money's not coming in, but it's on its way to coming in. So I could have been trying to hold on to money, because I may have been thinking that I don't have any subconsciously. When my parents have been saying, "Oh, you don't have money," and they sometimes say that themselves, but that's not the case. Because if they didn't, trust me, we wouldn't have shelter. If they truthfully didn't have money, we wouldn't have shelter. We'd be evicted. There has been a point in our lives when that was a possibility. Right, okay. I forgot that this has been a reality, and I had to just breathe it out and just get rid of all of that stress. But yeah, there has been a point in I'm not going to say when or to what extent, but there has been a point in time where eviction was a possibility. Yeah, you may say, "Oh, that's very personal, isn't it?" But I think with this one, I have to let it go, because it is financial scar tissue. Without me even realising it, yeah, I genuinely could have been basing my financial decisions off that partly without even realising it. I need to work through this, and I need to work through this financial scar tissue to grow, and that means admitting that was that actually once was a possibility. A long while ago, a very long while ago, but it was. And again, I'm not going to say to what extent, but it was. Even in saying that, there's a feeling of a feeling of immediate peace, especially when I was breathing out. My breathing, when I said it for the first time, it was shaky, but I feel more than fine. I feel grounded. I feel okay. I don't feel nervous or anything like that. My right hand feels a bit numb. I've got to undo that. There you go. But yeah, man. Homelessness was a possibility. It never has been, but it once was a possibility. Again, I'm not saying to what extent, but it once was. Like my parents were saying that it could happen. We weren't having to get our bags and get ready to go. No, but yeah, I've kind of contradicted myself. So through actually explaining to what extent I have contradicted myself there, but here's what it is. I have a vivid memory of my mum in the front room in the old house, thinking about this, and either speaking to me or speaking to all of us about this. I don't remember, but I remember it being just me and her. She was to the right of the TV, and I was on the very opposite end of the front room, on the old sofa that we had. Even if I need a part 2, that's fine. But I feel pretty free already just off that. But yeah, I need, in order to get the basics down, like how Love Dorsey says, and according to some of her standards, I need my own place to stay. I need my own place to stay. I need my own place to stay, and I need money coming in big time, 6 figures to begin with. Of course, I'll build my way up to that, of course. But I mean, when I moved out, gotta be 6 figures minimum. I won't tell my parents that. I'll just say I make over X amount, to the point where I don't need a guarantor. However much that is. I'm being very careful with what I say to my parents, because I must live life on my own terms at all costs, and that means not revealing such information, like exactly how much I'll be making when I get to the 6 figure mark on a yearly basis. That is, I earn X amount. I'll earn over the minimum amount, to which you don't need a guarantor. That's what I tell them, and they say, "How are you doing it?" I say, personal training, and then probably the Amazon KDP business. It won't be a lie, but I won't be hiding. I won't be saying every single thing I'm doing to get there, and I won't say exactly how much either, to the point where in their mind things aren't adding up. That was my back, by the way. If you heard that, it sounded like me farting, but no, that was just a lower back on my sister's mat. I do have my own mat here, but it's not as thick as my sister's mat. It doesn't have as much padding. But anyway, yeah, man, look. When I was a child, going on teenager, and during my teenage stages as well, I'd save up all the pocket money, that my dad would give me, like the £2.50s and the £3.50s eventually in high school. But in middle school, yes, from England, but I took the 3-tier system. Yes, I did. Yeah, I was in middle school from year 5 to year 8. Yes, I was. I didn't take the 2-tier system. But yeah, during like middle school times, borderline high school times as well, from year 9 to 11, I was getting like £2.50s, £2.50s, especially during high school time. I do this, and I just saved them up, made my own lunch, saved them up. Oh, there you go. That's 300. I may not have been financially literate, and my financial literacy has a lot of work that needs to be done on it. And the amount of money coming in needs a lot of work too. But you know what? I wasn't stupid with money. I had about 320 quid, and I didn't spend all of it in one go. Around about 40 on a oversized Nike hoodie, and 40 on a baggy Nike trousers. They were the same style. The cuffs of the hoodie would come out of about here on me. They're too big, and yeah, the waist was for my trousers. They were way too big as well. It was like a XL on the trousers, when in reality I'm a large. Maybe I wanted something really comfortable when it came to buying that specific size, but I bought these clothes because I was watching grime music a lot. I was listening to grime music a lot, like the old school grime music, and I'd see them wear that same sort of tracksuit bottoms. And because when I was around 15, I was listening to that sort of music because I wanted to be cool. That physically manifested into my actions of buying that. I think, at least, anyway. When I was around 15, I was listening to grime music that was coming out at the time. But as I got older, I started listening to the mid-2000s sort of grime music, and then it just, over time, it got more violent. The lyrics that I was listening to got more violent and more violent and more violent and more violent. But because I was listening to that sort of music, that physically manifested into the sort of clothes I wanted to buy. The hoodie was black, just with the Nike tick, and again the tracksuit was just black with the white Nike tick. And with these sort of grime music videos, like, I was comparing myself to them so much. I was actually comparing the zip that the new Nike hoodie had to the zip that one of them who would wear it in the past, in the mid-2000s, was wearing. And I look at the zips, I compare the zips. I had no life. I was not living. That is... What you consume affects your